All right, what's going on, everybody? Brian back with another live stream, and today we're going to be jumping in, playing some more of our Lethal Zone guide. We're getting pretty close to the end here. How's everybody doing? Let me see here. John got a new PC coming. Hey, that's what's up, man. It's always exciting getting your new PC in for sure. Seth said he found a AK with 150 rounds. Yeah, so that is the Infinite Rage. That's a really, really good AK. You can find it in the rare weapon case. Rare weapon cases. It's pretty damn good. What's up, Paul? We got Nelly in the house. We got Caspi in the house. All right, so the plan today is for me to knock out some more missions. We're gonna kill all the rest of the play cards. That's definitely gonna happen. Let me go ahead and literally as soon as I started up the game, she got tired, so we're gonna get her on base defense. And we're gonna ride. Yeah. So one thing we haven't been keeping up on, I would have already had my pathology maxed at this point, but what we haven't been doing is we haven't been producing the medicine to level our stuff up. So we're gonna make sure that we pop that, get that going. And let's get geared up. So while we're waiting for daytime, because I'm gonna wait for the day before I go push these play carts, and I'm gonna save the infestations for after we clear the map of all the play carts. That way infestations will be the only thing we have to keep up with. And yeah, so let's gear up really quick. But while we're gearing up, I'm gonna wait and see if any missions might pop up like this one. We'll go check out what that is, and we're gonna wait for some of those other story missions to also pop. How much 556 do we have? So we got a decent amount of 556. I'll actually run that. And where's our 45? Right there. So I know we have that Isby mission that should be populating soon. I was thinking about doing that because you get some pretty decent resources from that. You get 3 Clio drops, you get some guns, you get some ammo, you get some rucksacks. It's pretty damn good. When that mission does pop, though, we're gonna bring the van over here and get it. So let's head over really quick and see what this mission is at this house. Do I need anything else? To grab plague cures. How about that? Plague cures and fire. And for the most part, this area should be relatively safe due to the fact that it's where an outpost is. Chris, with the super chat, man, thank you so much. Did you have a look at the DLC for Dying Light 2? Thank you. No, I didn't even know there was DLC, Chris. And Chris, again, dude, thank you so much for the super chat, man. No, yeah, I didn't even know that Dying Light 2 had DLC yet. Already. What is it? Psycho AI, what's going on? How you doing? What other games are we doing today? So we're gonna probably do some Horizon Forbidden West and some Elden Ring. That's what I'm gonna plan on doing. That's the plan. That's the plan. Okay, so you guys see that right there? That's 4 freaking bloaters, man. 4, dude. Four bloaters. I have a decent sniper I can use to
Found a potential outpost, but it's in the middle of a plague zone. Think it could be worth the risk?
Seems legit. Let's go.
There's 3 out of 4. The other dude was scurrying along there. There he is. And we got ferals over there. I can hear them. scope it out. I might snipe out these ferals too once that smoke clears, or feral plural or singular. Wait for that smoke to clear though. We're about to head down that way, so good chance I'm about to engage him anyways. I'm not seeing him. Francisco, hey. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome. All right, let me go ahead and... Oop, wrong gun. We'll grab a little bit of extra ammo, just in case. But we should be alright. Or Francos. Thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. Titan, what's going on, man? How you doing today?
I've got death on all sides.
It just sounded like one feral. One more star in fighting. We're almost there. Okay, so we're gonna get this fire ready.
I do not want that feral chasing me.
So we're gonna make space here. And then it should just be me and this feral. For the most part.
The armor's gone. Running out of fuel.
We're looking good.
Okay, Izzy here again. I am officially a genius. I've cracked our mystery radio signal, and let me tell you, this is a gold mine.
There it is. That's the ISB mission.
I invite you to join me and get stinking rich. So
Um,
here's the big secret.
I'd like to give you something. Oh, so what do we want?
Or the red Talon signal, all right, but they were sending it.
We'll take the food.
Cleo? Who's Cleo?
Long story, but the point is, these drops were ordered like months ago. Cleo was just waiting for confirmation on the final destination, which is what we're about to do.
I don't understand half of what you're saying, but I trust you.
Over here,
All right, so we're gonna go link up with ISB right now,
I'm on the roof. Stronger signal up here.
and we're gonna re-up our ammo. So in this mission, you actually have to fight a couple hordes. So fire and ammo
Makes a lot of sense.
works out nice.
Adios.
So I'll grab 2 stacks. We should be okay. You said the voice actor for Isby is the voice actor for Judy? No way. I can't wait for the infestation update. Also, that's gonna be it's gonna be really, really cool. Now, because this is my outpost, we can drop a lot of these the drops right in here. And we'll just throw the rucksacks in my car. We should be okay. I just want this one more star in fighting so we can see what the hell we get.
What the hell? Let's do this.
She also is a voice in Horizon Forbidden West? Seriously? Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Hey, you made it. Nice. I've input the final authorization code. I just have to hit send.
Here we go.
Ready to see what Red Talon ordered from Cleo?
So you will get ferals in this too, guys. So be ready to fight ferals.
So, you ready to call down a rain of... All right. I'm authorizing Cleo to make
Zeke, hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that, man.
2, 1.
Can't do anything higher than Dread. Well, hey, man, hopefully these guides will help you out a little bit.
Wait for it.
But just time and practice, and you'll be crushing it, man.
It worked. You guys
Theo, how you doing?
I never had any doubt.
All right, let's go hit these drops.
Well, let's not just stand around. There's loot to collect.
Now, this first one I don't believe has a feral. I believe it's the second and third one, though, that have ferals.
I'm surprised you'd even talk to me after everything that happened.
Hey, do back the call you thought was right for the crew. I respect it.
I don't understand how you can just accept this. My big idea got friendly.
There, so one more star in pathology. We're going to go ahead and activate this again. All that's left is the two armored zombies.
Get ready. Dead the broken.
Okay, so for these drops, said we'll grab that. We got some Willy Pete's. Those are really, really good.
Gonna need a lighter load.
Shoddy ammo. Let's go run this up to the outpost. So when you're in when you're in the farmland compound, right? Hordes don't really path all too much into the space. That's like the best thing about it. There really isn't too many horde paths. Now there is a horde path all the way on the back side over here, but generally it's really not a big deal. So but when it comes to placing outposts around this space, you don't really have to place any. Especially once you get Haven device, you really don't have to worry about it. Now, if you're in like a base like this, I would definitely advise putting some outposts around it. But the farmland compound, you really can't do anything about safe zones. But you really don't need to either. Stay Inhuman 1/3 part. Stay Inhuman 1/3 part. Chivalry. Weapon pack. Ronin pack. Oh, I didn't even know that. Yeah, I didn't even know that they already came out with those. So it seems like what is it, just like clothing, armor, weapons type stuff? Chris? And again, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, so you don't really got to worry about hordes all that much out there. But definitely get your hands on a Haven device. You won't have to worry about it at all. Grab this last weapon out of here. All right, so we already got 2 rucks. Now, this second one is quite a fight, actually. It's a decent fight. So, material decay. So, our materials, yeah, we got to make sure we're spending these. So, let's go ahead and get that warlord armory building. Again, you guys can see we got some more bloaters out in the distance, so I'm going to take care of those because they're close enough to the fight where if zombies start screaming, they're going to get called in. So I'm just going to try to keep it as peaceful as possible. Adam, what's going on, man? How you doing? We'll just snipe him.
Don't breathe any of that.
Lost this third one. There he is. Keep doing that. So yeah, definitely be careful in this this part. There's I definitely get a feral, sometimes two, when you come over here, and the horde likes to pile up in the ladder. You get zombies on the roof, you get zombies underneath it. It could get pretty nasty.
You didn't cause that fuel spill at Jurassic Junction or the fire. I forgave you a long time ago. You're dead. Well, I got nothing left to say about it. Only one left blaming you is you.
Loader is so gross.
I think there's a bloater up on the roof when you get up there. But all the zombies are on the far end of the roof. I'm always like, yo, how did them zombies even get up there, dude? But the quietest way to do it is probably just chuck a firebomb. That way we don't even make a sound with the gunshot.
Nothing here. Surprise.
Missed the bloater though.
Almost out.
It's actually the most peaceful it's ever been when we come into this one.
Now that's, unless we take out some infestations, we're gonna have a siege on our hands.
So that voice line there meant nothing up until the new infestation change comes out. Alright, so once again we'll run this back to our outpost. So you guys probably remember this used to be a mission that was bugged and it would repeat over and over and over again. So you used to be able to literally just over and over farm these little airdrops, and man, you could now. Granted, the guns that you get from you get a shotgun. We just got a freaking King Vulture, not that great, and I forget what the gun you get out of the last one is, but they're really not great weapons. I think the last one's a Scar. It's okay, but the rucksacks are always good. You know what I mean? I think you get food, meds, and materials. Wolfie, what's going on? How you doing today, man? All right, top off our fire really quick. So this one, I know for a fact there's going to be a feral. So just keep our eyes open for that. Yeah, the Red Talon Scar is really good. The RTX, what is it? Not the Horde Breaker, the freaking other one. I forget the name of it. Stormbringer. There's the Horde Breaker, which is the 40 round, then there's the Stormbringer, which is I believe the 60 round Scar. Stormbringer, that's what I thought.
Thank you for coming out here. Both of you. It's not been...
Don't stress it.
Alright. One last adventure for old time's sake.
We actually just finished our breakdown, our State of Decay 1 breakdown episode in this house. We had a mission in this house. Good grab, Sway.
Almost out.
Okay, should be all right. Let me reload.
Fire in the hole!
So we'll light most of them dudes up. I think I missed most of them. We'll just melee it. There we go. We got our freaking fighting. Awesome.
Okay, that's 3 for 3.
That was enough excitement for me. Thanks for the fun, man.
Close combat and endurance again. Yeah, so it's a Scar H. Actually, I already have one of those too.
See you around.
Take care.
Oh, it's ammo, wasn't... for some reason, I thought it was, food. Brian, what's up? Just want to say thanks for all the new content. Hey, I hope you're enjoying it, man. Alright, so... guess we'll just go close combat. So, I know some people are saying infestations aren't growing. I think mine grew, though. I had one that was 2 and 8 earlier, but... what's happening is like some of the infestation system is in the game. So I think instead of growing, they're just continuously like sending out hordes. I don't know. I know there was a bug submitted to Undead Labs, so hopefully they're on it. I'm hoping that they're just going to implement the whole infestation system in the next update. That way we don't even have to worry about it. You know what I mean? So what do you want me to test, Paul, to see if they go away? All my infestations are going to be there for a while, so because I don't plan on clearing them until we're done with the play cards. So, like for instance, this one right here. Okay, so that ISB mission is done. I'm still waiting to hear from Dr. Hoffman. On Cleo. I haven't got any of the Cleo missions for Haven, which is kind of annoying because I really wanted to showcase that. But yeah, we haven't got like any Haven missions. Chavez, what's up, dude? Hey, wait.
Hey, you're still alive?
Since you're in the neighborhood, man, let me see what you got. Buy them stims from them. Buy the ammo. And it's a little expensive. But, so one of the things when you finish that mission, it's really, really easy to overlook. But like I said, Chavez is a permanent enclave on the map. And once you finish that ISB storyline, what ends up happening is Chavez actually becomes a ally to you, a 100% ally, like a normal enclave. And you get an enclave benefit from him, which is Rooftop Sniper. So if you're ever out and about, you have now you'll have this Rooftop Sniper. Now, Rooftop Sniper isn't 50 cal Sniper Sport. It's just 7.62 Sniper Sport, but it still comes in handy, especially if you get in a bad situation. You can activate this and get yourself some extra fire, especially with Plague Ferals, things like that. It can slow them down. It can stun them, do all this. So make sure you get your hands on actually utilize it. What you do is you when you activate it, it puts it in your inventory like that. So now at any point, it's just in my inventory. I'm out on mission. I can go do what I would need to do. And if something happens, boom, I just activate it like a freaking energy drink. I start getting my fire. You don't leave it in your... if you know you're going on a dangerous mission, don't just leave it here. You know what I mean? Actually put it in your inventory and utilize it. You know, or just have it on standby. So you can, like I said, like a lot of people don't know that, but you can activate it from the radio menu, and it just puts it in your inventory so you can use it quickly. Yeah, I drove up there. I already did one mission for him with Mickey, but I didn't know if those missions were gated by Isby's mission, so we'll see what happens. Now that we're done with Isby's personal missions. And we're already at almost at 100 likes, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, out of storage.
Payload delivered. I gotta roast.
Tower right there. I'm telling you, it's so good. Yeah, the swamp mission is the one I'm waiting to pop up.
And not dead. My two favorite things.
We don't have room for all our stuff.
I don't have a setup walkthrough, no, but I got a Dell 32-inch, like 2K monitor, and then I have a Samsung 32-inch 4K monitor, which I actually ended up switching off of because I think it was messing with my eyes. And then I have a little Asus 4K, like 28-inch monitor that's hooked up to my secondary PC.
Hey there. How's it going?
All right, let me see. So we got stuff going on here at the base. We're building the armory, and like the armory is gonna be for manufacturing ammo and stuff like that. The good thing about the armory is if you cannot find weapon or ammo presses, if you're having a hard time, and I know a lot of people have told me in the past, like, dude, I've gone 2 or 3 playthroughs, I can't find a freaking rifle press or I can't find a pistol press. And the good thing about the armory is you can just make everything. You can make every ammo type in the game right from this armory. You don't have to install and put in and take out, none of that. Okay, so what we have here is a bad situation. So I have a massive siege coming to the base right now. And I'm going to tell you right now, the way the AI is set up in the game, if this happens to you guys and you're not comfortable in lethal zone, just leave your base. Once the siege activates like this, just get in the car and just drive away, wait for the timer to tick down, and then come back. I would never stay for a massive siege. They are brutal. You get like 3 to 4 juggernauts. You can get up to like 3 to 4 ferals, a bunch of screamers, a bunch of bloaters. They can get pretty crazy. And because the AI isn't the greatest at fighting, you're going to get a bunch of juggernauts in your base. They're going to start wrecking your people, and it's going to get really, really messy. So what you could do, like I said, just get in your car, drive away. As soon as the timer hits 0, just drive back, and the siege, it'll be like it never happened. But me, we're just gonna take it. We're gonna take it to the chin. We're gonna take it to the chin. So I am gonna prep though for Juggernaut battle, because the jugs are the main issue for your people. Where is my?
Zombies are attacking the base. Stop them from busting things up.
Feral incoming.
Keep on fighting!
Shot now. Any more? Tell them to come.
So because of how we set up our base,
Watch it, Juggernaut.
the zombies can only come from 2 angles. So right now I'm going to call in that sniper. I'm going to call that support in.
Sniper to watch out for me.
See how your people just go up and start trying to melee the Juggernaut? It's ridiculousness.
Get out, a feral. Aim for the head.
But one of the good things about this base specifically is you guys see how open it is? The AI can kind of go ham a little bit because they have good sight lines. And like I said, we blocked off all those other entrances. The zombies can only come in from the sides here. So we got about a minute left. Things are getting a little calm. We're going to go ahead and re-up this. Grab some more explosives just in case another juggy shows. I don't know how that zombie got in. So if you guys hear, that's my sniper support right now, putting in work.
A few more skulls and we win.
But you guys know what? That rooftop sniper support sounds like... I could swear it wasn't 50 cal, but that shit's hitting. And it was stunning up the Juggernaut, too.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you to it. Look sharp. Here comes the next wave. Fire in the hole! Down. If you go down, take 10 of those fuckers with you. Over the head. You do it. What's clicking? Oh, we live to die another
All right.
day.
So that massive siege didn't go too bad. We had sniper support. We had tower support. Our people did decent. They only tried to run up and knife the Juggernaut one time. Didn't end badly. But like I said, for the most part, if you guys do get in a situation where that happens to you and you got a massive siege, and you're not comfortable with them, hey, bail. There's nothing wrong with bailing. They can get pretty crazy. Shirley, how you doing? All right, so the sun is coming up. We're gonna go ahead and give my Red Talon a couple more minutes. But yeah, we are. I think my Red Talon's my only powerhouse survivor, right? Yeah, I haven't got any other powerhouses yet. So what we're gonna do is while we're waiting for the sun to come up, we're gonna run Trinity here. Now, we're 1 star away from cardio, and how you level up your cardio is actually just by sprinting. So what you can do is you can literally just run laps around your base, sprinting. And especially if it's at night, you got nothing else really going on, you can just run your people. You can pop snacks so you don't have to stop and wait for your bar to go back up. But don't let your bar go all the way down, or you can crouch to go back up faster. And you literally just sit here and run around. We're just waiting for the sun to come up, though. And we're giving my Red Talon, because I was using my Red Talon earlier. And I want to make sure that she's not too tired for this push on these hearts. There it is. And again, we didn't get a powerhouse, so we'll just go marathon. It is what it is. So we haven't been really getting my ideal skills. It is what it is, but
Frighten anyone, but I feel things could be going better.
if that happens to you, you get in those situations where, you know, you're not really getting the skills that you want. There is skill books you can buy from the Mysterious Wandering Trader that allow you to change your fifth skills here, or your skills here. Like if you don't want marathon and you want powerhouse, you can use the book. Now they're very expensive. They're 1,500 influence a piece, or maybe they're even 2,500 influence a piece. I forgot. They're really, really expensive though. Does anybody in chat know? But they're super duper expensive. You buy them and then you use it on your survivor, and then you can literally pick from all of the options. 1,500. So they're saying 1,500. Yeah. So 1,500 influence per book. They're not cheap. They're not cheap. Okay. So we're gonna gear her up.
I'm heading to that outpost you saw.
But that place is crawling with plague zombies.
To control this town, we need outposts. And we might as well take out some plague hearts too.
All this noise might as well be a zombie dinner bell.
All right, so we're gonna equip that. We're gonna bring 2 stacks of stims. 3 stacks of stims, actually. How many white Willy Pete's? We got 2 Willy Pete's. We'll bring that. We got plague cures on us.
I just thought of something. I finally made sense of the duty roster in my brother's precinct. I think I know how to find him, if he's alive.
Okay, so we're gonna go up and craft some more bloater gas bombs. We got enough resources to easily do it. And we're gonna make that final push on these plague hearts. Let me see how many we're looking at. We got 23. That's more than enough. Bring 3 stacks of bloater bombs, and we should be good. We should be good here. You know what? Let's bring a 4th stack, just because if I don't want to melee and I want to kind of go faster, we can. So we're gonna go hit this one up here first. Yeah, and that's another thing. If they had, if they have the book, because they don't always have all 4 options. Sometimes they'll only have the gun book and maybe the wits book. They won't have the cardio or the fighting. So yeah, you definitely gotta stay, keep your eyes open. But that trader comes every 4 hours on the weekends. Would I spend 5,000 influence to clear a 5th skill? Hell yeah. I still, to this day, think that Undead Labs should add some type of thing to the game that allows you to retrain a 5th skill. Oh, I didn't bring a gun, did I? Good pointing that out, Jaren. Even though it doesn't matter, I don't really need a gun anyways for my current inventory setup. But just to be safe.
Well, great. We left shit lying around and it got broken. Nice job.
Do I ever get bored? No, not really. I have an extremely high tolerance for burnout, and I play the game. Whoa, that's a lot of zombies. Where the hell did they come from? And I play so many other games that I don't like, if I only played State of Decay and that was it, like, yeah, I would probably get really tired of the game. But because I play so many other games also, you know what I mean? And it's not even like I play SOD every day. So no, it's not that bad. There was a point where I was getting pretty burned out on the game, but that was back when it was the only game I was playing. And when you're playing the game with a purpose, like, you know, I'm playing the game to teach, you know what I mean? Like, I'm playing it to teach other people, to help other people. So, like, I mean, you're probably not going to catch me just playing State of Decay on my off time and just, you know, because I want to play it. I'm playing it with a purpose, so it's different, you know what I mean? Than if I was just playing it for fun. But we started playing State of Decay Breakdown yesterday, and I actually had a lot of fun with that. And I was like, man, I might start playing some Breakdown, because that's new to me. I don't know anything about State of Decay. I'm so bad at State of Decay 1. All right, here we go. Oh shit, I think this is one of the houses.
Hard to believe this
place was used by people
Where the
once.
plague heart's in a bathroom, isn't it? Yep. So we're gonna melee this one. This is one of those that are kind of hard to bloater gas.
Y'all want to come visit? We need a little help.
That Pharaoh's on me. We're gonna give him space. Now you could throw the stuff up through the window there. That one's down.
And we're one step closer to reclaiming our town.
So yeah, there are some of the plague hearts where you can't, that you really can't bloater gas because you're within super close proximity of the blast, and it could really, really hurt you. So that's why you see I kind of pulled back. And Eric, that is where the game State of Decay suffers the most, is the end game. There really isn't much content for an end game community except just doing the same thing over and over again. The vicious cycle of just go out, loot, kill plague hearts. You know what I mean?
Fuck you too then.
The end game survival is just because I don't know. For me, the game gets so easy at the end. Like, so easy. Even on lethal zone, you know what I mean? Because you're so powerful. We'll go to the other outpost. Like, I feel like if somehow the game captured that struggle from the start and maintained that throughout the whole entire, like, even in the end game, it was still somewhat of a struggle. But you get by the end of the State of Decay, you got millions of guns, millions of bullets. Like, there's no struggle whatsoever. So we're gonna go ahead and grab ourselves one of those, and we're gonna pop those, and we're gonna pop a couple of those. Yeah, the early game struggle is the... Oh, that's what I wanted, a gas can. It's so good. It's so good. And that's why I came up with the idea before. I was like, you know, I wish that the legacies were more of a play style than like an endgame mission set. Like, oh yeah, you know, we're a warlord leader, so then you can just build the maps to represent like warlord, you know, have warlord related missions. Like when you're fighting the coalition, like have the coalition consistently popping up and you're constantly fighting against new enclaves, and it was an ongoing thing and not something that just starts and ends. It would be so much better. Or if you're a trader, you know what I mean? You can go around and just build up enclaves all over the map and continue that trade network and it not just be a one and done thing. You know, imagine like the sheriff mission and you constantly have, you know, bandits. Like in the Sheriff Legacy, where you had the bandit group that comes and attacks your base or whatnot. Now imagine if that just consistently kept happening. And that was a threat that you always had to worry about, and you had to constantly keep your city safe from things like that. I think that would be really cool. It was too high.
See what we can find. No more Mr. Plagueheart. That should mean no more plagues ads around here.
Exactly, like a character class, you know what I mean? Like you're choosing your leader archetype, and that is your play style from that point forward, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be a builder leader, you know what I mean? So, build up my base, and, like, you know, builder would probably be the one that would be the hardest, because but I feel like for builder, if they supported something like, you know, maybe being able to, builders could build up outposts in special ways or something like that, that way you can continuously keep building and building and building. But yeah, I feel like it being a play style would be way better. I think this is another one with the bathroom. Oh, okay, never mind. Right there.
That won't work.
Oh, could grab, dude.
Hey neighbor, Trusty here. We've got a new plan, and I need your support. Anyone available for a little field trip?
All right. Get this last one in this. Wall off community. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If they had some type of something that leaned into like the builder, because the builder would be the weakest one, I think. The other ones you could easily support some endgame stuff for.
We need to keep the screamer quiet.
Grab left and right, dude. Good tackle, bro. Well, the reason why I didn't take meds with me, and I'll show you why, because, good shit. Oh, why didn't... Oh, I'm like, yo, why am I slow walking? Because you can just do this. If you don't have meds, call in med advice, and it'll heal you back up.
Yeah, I can give you some tips.
That was a good throw. Good throw. So right now, there we go. Jesus. What I could do, so I'm gonna have to go to an outpost to get some heals, like for sure. But one of the things you could try to do is check the play cart. Sometimes they'll have really, really good heals in them. Right there. Boom, I was able to get myself some good heals. And now we don't have to worry about it. We can just go back and kill this last play cart. And if I need to, I can break open this this rucksack and get myself some additional heals. And last, this is the last play cart on the map. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that throw. It's just weird. It is what it is. Sometimes you get like little weird collision things. Sucks when you go to throw a Molotov and it splashes off of the air and breaks all over you and doesn't kill any of the zombies. Those are pretty super sad face moments.
After we destroy this last plague heart, we won't have to worry about blood plague anymore.
So I don't have any bloater bombs, so this is gonna just be straight melee.
Whatever. I hope nothing hurt them.
I'm kind of backed into a little corner here, but I got a stim active. I'm just swinging at the zombies. So what you could do is, instead of power hitting, you could just regular hit. Like this, so that way you're hitting the zombies so they can't grab you. And you're still damaging the play card. And there it is. The last play card, guys. No more blood plague. Yeah, I did have those bloater grenades in the trunk, didn't I? I put them in there for the fuel. It is what it is. That's a hard one to bloater gas anyways, without getting grabbed from behind. So, like I showed you guys, if you go ahead and follow the same route that I did and get yourself the landmark outpost so you can craft yourself some biochem weapons. The biochem weapons, hopefully this was a good showcase of how easy the biochem weapons make clear and play cards. Scent block is so good.
Shot now!
Did that wear off too? I think it did. Let me see. So our survivor, our med survivor is one more star.
We got a plague screamer.
All right. So that is that. The blood plague is now completely clear. So once you get to this point, and you've cleared the blood plague off your map, you're probably thinking, okay, what now? At this, I would honestly say at this point, you've technically beat Lethal Zone, because you can just continue living.
Remember that job you were doing? How's that going?
If you're not into, if you don't want to finish, you want to keep this community going, you can rinse and repeat. So what I mean by rinse and repeat is what we just did here. We cleared the blood plague on this map, no longer exists. So if you're done with this map and you want more play cards and you want to keep just going and living and living and living, at this point, you literally hop in your car and you drive to another map, spawns up the play cards, you build up a base and you just keep going. And that's what you consider a forever community. Is you're never gonna beat the game with that community because you just want it to continue to go on. You want to continue leveling up your survivors. You want to continue farming up some rare guns, doing bounties, killing more play cards, and just have that community just in the end just live forever and try to amass a fortune. All right, that's one route that you can take, or you can just beat the game outright. And I know that there will be changes coming to that system in the future. Undead Labs has already said that they have plans to change the Endgame legacy system. So, yeah, once that legacy system changes, this old spiel I'm giving you guys here will be irrelevant because it'll be different. But at the moment, right now, yes, that's it. For if you want to go on and live a forever community. Now, if you want to beat the game and get your legacies and start unlocking those boons for you to play with in the future, then what you have to do is right now you have to choose what leader you want. So right now I have what you hear. I have established my legacy. Right now my leader is a warlord. So if I want the warlord legacy, I have to use the warlord survivor as my leader. But if you want, say, the builder legacy, you want the builder boon for your next playthrough, then you have to make sure you have a builder leader. And in that point, you would demote this leader. You can come and literally hit demote, which is behind me. But yeah, it's all the way to the far left. It gives you the option to demote that leader. And then you can literally promote anybody else. But right now, I don't think I even have a builder. I got a warlord. I got a warlord. I got a warlord. Warlord. Sheriff. And warlord. So I have a bunch of warlords and a bunch of sheriffs. Now, we'll just pursue warlord because I already have a warlord leader. So it is what it is. And at this point, what we're doing is we're waiting for the missions to start kicking up, the legacy missions. They'll actually pop up and your leader will start saying, hey, we need to do this. Hey, we need to do this. And as those missions come up, you do them and you're progressing the legacy. But while we're waiting for that, we're actually going to go check out some of these buried treasures for Mickey Wilkerson.
If you were serious about letting us raid the stashes you mentioned, could you point out a couple?
I can do that.
All right, let's see here. So we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some stam, heals. She is close combat, so she doesn't need a melee weapon. And we'll carry plague items. So now that the blood plague is completely gone, and you are in lethal zone, so you're still gonna have blood plague. Now, if you're in standard zone, blood plague is gone completely. You won't ever have to take a plague cure. You won't have to worry about blood plague ever again if you're in standard zone, because plague zombies completely disappear after all the plague cards are killed. If you are playing on the same game, sometimes you might have to log off and log back on, and then all the plague zombies. But as soon as the hearts are gone, the plague zombies are gone. Which means if you're in standard zone, you don't have to worry about blood plague. Now, if you're in, there's my first legacy mission.
Now we have a chance to really build something here. I have a few ideas.
So at that point, I don't know. Yeah. If you're playing on like Dread, the only thing you have to worry about is Juggernauts. You know what I mean? And Nightmare and so on. Because now that we're in Lethal, the only thing we have to worry about that could give us Blood Plague are Ferals, Screamers, Bloaters, and Juggernauts. So mainly the only time you're gonna really get blood plague is if you get in a fight with ferals or a jug. Because screamers, I don't, or you hit a bloater with your car or something like that. You know what I mean? But for the most part, yeah, blood plague is not going to be much of an issue. So let's go ahead and top off our guns here. They're both 45 type. What are my assumptions for the Endgame legacy system? So what I honestly, what I think they're going to do with the new system is you're going to be able to legacy, and it's going to be kind of like other games, you know, like for instance, Days Gone, for instance. You could beat the story of that game and then keep playing afterwards. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of how the legacy system's going to go, is you're going to be able to beat that legacy, but continue to play. It's just not going to finish the game. That's what I personally think. Okay, so some of these, there we go. So here's 2 more of those treasures. Let's go locate these. We'll bring the van. But I don't think the legacies themselves are going to change. My only question is, are we going to be able to complete multiple legacies with a single community? So, for instance, if I go through and I beat the warlord legacy, can I then swap leaders and then go ahead and beat the sheriff legacy? And, you know, and just beat them all with the same community instead of having to start the game over and over again? That would be pretty cool if they figured out a way to do that. And with legacy recruitment, I mean, it wouldn't matter if you couldn't recruit, or if you couldn't do multiple. If they allow legacy recruitment, where I can start a new game with 3 legacy survivors, move into my base, and then just call in a bunch of other legacy survivors that from my legacy pool, and build my community up that way. Maybe if I have to spend influence or whatever, it doesn't matter. But as long as I could call on that and build my dream team again, that would make it better too. So that's what I'm saying. There's so many different things that go into play with this system. It's gonna be pretty. Whoa! So see, I still have blood plague zombies. I'm pretty sure it's because I have to log out and log back in. Damn, we just did a ton of damage to my van. So we're gonna go grab a repair kit. Michael, what's going on, dude? Hey, I've been doing good, man. The fam is doing good. How you been? All right. So our van should be fine now. Nice. So our armory is built. But for some reason, I haven't got Haven. I don't understand what's going on with that. It might be a bug or something, but generally, I would advise you guys to pursue your Haven devices at this point, and make sure when you finish the game, you take that Haven capsule and put it on one of your survivors, because if not, whatever is not on a survivor is gone. If you leave it in your locker, any guns, anything that you want to take with you in the future, you definitely want to make sure you put that on a survivor, because all of your survivors will be saved. Anything that they're carrying will be saved, but everything else is gone. So we got the fake AK. It's a decent gun.
That's weird. Why would somebody keep an old photograph in a supply stash? Mickey said he had brothers.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's who these 2 guys are.
So that one actually
Hey Mickey, I found something you might want to see.
progresses Mickey's storyline.
I'm down at the bar in Spencer's Mill. Come on by. We got plenty of open space.
On my way to your location.
But yeah, we have no Dr. Hoffman, right? Mm-mm. Oh. Now, when it comes to Lethal Zone legacies, I would say difficulty, like ranking them difficulty-wise, I would probably say Sheriff is probably the hardest. Sheriff and Warlord. Warlord's a little easier than Sheriff because you only have to fight like 3 enemies at a time. But Sheriff, the end push that you have to do in Sheriff, because you have to fight multiple human enemies, which makes the legacies harder because in Lethal Zone, the enemy AI, the human enemies are very, very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. But when it comes to the Sheriff legacy, the very last push you do, you got to fight like 6 to 7 human enemies at one time. And it's kind of a pain in the butt. But the Warlord, you're just fighting little enclaves, 3 at a time. They're in normal houses. They're not in these big open buildings that you got to make your way. I think the Sheriff is probably the hardest one when it comes to lethal because of that big fight at the end. And Warlord's hard because you just got to fight human enemies, period. And then I would say Trader is probably definitely hard. And then Builder is probably the easiest out of all of them, in my opinion. Oh, it's the van, dude. Michael, yo, the van, the turn radius on it is terrible. And then when you're on dirt, bro, it's like you're driving on ice. That van is terrible.
Whole lot of nothing here.
The service here is pretty shitty, but you can stay as long as you like.
Yes, on the harder levels, the enclaves are way harder to kill. Human enemies in standard, green zone, dread zone, or standard and dread zone, you can kill them with a single headshot, like a zombie. You can literally shoot a human one time in the head and they die. As soon as you hit nightmare zone, it takes a couple extra shots to down a human and then kill them. And in lethal, it's like a freaking boss from the Division. You know what I mean? Like, literally sitting there dropping like 20, 30 rounds into them. They're pretty tanky.
Well, shit. Where the hell did you find this? That there's my little brother, Eli. He died. Back around the time everything went to hell.
I'm sorry to hear that. Who's the other guy?
That's Jacob Ritter. Kind of a dipshit. But Eli sure liked him.
Ritter? Like Lily Ritter? That network lady you've been talking to on the radio?
Yeah, she used to live around here. Jacob was her older brother. He and Eli, well, they tried to keep it quiet for all kinds of reasons, but everybody knew. None of us made it easy on him, that's for sure. It's nice to see him happy like this. Hey, this old photo gives me an idea. Come here, will you?
Yo, anyone wants to trade? We got the goods.
I know something that might get Lily to talk to me. Wanna help me out? Good call. I'll mark where we're headed on your map.
Okay, so this mission with Mickey's pretty easy. Chris, what's going on? So it is. It's always the car's fault, especially when it's this damn van. This van is so squirrely. And its turn radius, like you see what I'm saying? You turn and it just doesn't turn. But I mean, that's part, you know, that's part of the downside to the van is its mobility is not good. If it had, let me go swap out cars really quick, actually.
That Lily's got some rare disease. She manages all right, as long as she's got some real specific meds. Brother Job thought it'd be funny to hide a bunch of what she needed, in case we needed leverage. I know, it's a shitty thing to do. Job was always crafty like that, and, well, I just went along with it.
All right, grab an extra gas can, throw it in the trunk. Oh, I actually don't have any. Dumbo, what's going on? Welcome.
You're not gonna help us, to hell with you.
We piss somebody off. Yeah, I used to do a lot of VR on the channel, actually, Zeke, but then I got sick, and I haven't played much VR since. But yeah, we played quite a bit of VR on the channel.
Silently judging me and all.
Yeah.
Believe me, you ain't thinking anything that I ain't thought already. Start searching.
I'm not so sure about that.
I know it don't look like much. That's the point.
Aim for the head. Too loud.
And Wilkerson reserves burn for a little bit, so you gotta watch that too. This is State of Decay. This game here, the open world zombie survival like simulation.
Hey, I found it.
You sure? Let me take a look. Hell yeah. Maybe now Lily will give me the time of day. Lily, you out there? It's Mickey again. That one saw us.
What a mess.
I didn't hear it, her respond. I think usually she's supposed to respond and say that she's to send her to meet up with Ashley or what.
Something funny?
Just thinking. Another life. Lily and I could have been family. These days, I don't have much of that left.
Hey, I'm over here.
Or Alexis, yeah. I
I
know.
thought you might come by. Lily says you've got a delivery for her?
See, but I didn't even hear him talk to Lily.
Damn straight. I got some of Lily's meds. I figure this must be hard to track down these days.
You'd be right. So what's the catch?
Ain't no catch. Just trying to do the right thing for once in my damn life. We also found this old picture of her brother. I promise. I'll get you a copy real soon. I figure Isby's gotta know how to do that.
All right. Well, I'll make sure Lily gets the medicine. I guess maybe you Wilkersons aren't all bad.
Yeah, thanks. See you around. Yeah? What are you looking at?
I'm thinking you're not half as tough as you act.
It's kind of like Days Gone, but it's more like less story, more simulation.
People start thinking I gone soft.
Jeremy Brown, thank you so much for the sub.
Go straight to hell.
Sure, whatever.
Here's a little something for your trouble.
That's pretty.
See you later.
Heimzo, thank you for the sub. So we just got Mickey Wilkerson's Prepper AK-47. Now this is definitely one of the top tier guns in the game, guys. This AK, it's a 75 round 7.62 weapon. It's the highest capacity gun I have right now, besides the Red Talon RTX Stormbringer. But this is a really, really good gun. It's got a pretty decent sight on it. So yeah, if you get your hands on this gun from this mission, it's a freebie.
Just dropped off some goodies. Hope it helps.
So let me see here. So we're gonna head back, swap over to my leader here. Hey, I played Days Gone. It's amazing. Installed Cyberpunk Horizon and Witcher 3 after watching your playthrough. I'm really enjoying them. Hey, Old Bull, I'm glad you're enjoying them, man. I'm glad I could put you on some good games. Those games are all truly amazing. Cause for this mission, Sad, I'm gonna have to be back at base anyways, because what the first mission you get with your new leader is they want you to go around and talk to people at your base to like celebrate the victory over the Blood Plague. So that's why I'm headed back anyway. So I already know I'm gonna have to do that. No, yeah, I played Days Gone. Days Gone's a really good game. The only issue with the Days Gone that I have is the replayability is not there. It's one of those games you can play through like once or twice, but then it's just the same story. The same, like, you know, like if I know exactly what's gonna happen, you know, I know exactly how many zombies are coming. I know when the zombies are coming because it's all scripted for the most part. But Days Gone is it's a great game. All right, they're gonna do that.
That's a lot of beds.
What aspect of this game keeps me? It's just I don't know. It's just the survival aspect of it. I really enjoy. And that's another thing that Days Gone doesn't have. There's zero survival aspect in that game. Like there's a little bit of crafting, like basic stuff, but there's no food. There's no like actual survival needs. And that's what I think State of Decay even needs more of, is more survival aspects, more leaning on crafting and resources and things like that. But Days Gone it's more of like even the devs said, you know, it's more of like a shooter. You know, it's more focused on combat than survival. All right, so let's go ahead and swap over and play Valheim. Yeah, I do plan on trying Valheim at some point. Like I said, I just have so much on my plate right now that but I do own it. I do own the game, and I do have all the intentions on trying it for sure. Have I played Call of Duty Warzone? No, I've never played Warzone before. Oh, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be switching to my leader. This is not my forever community. No, I have my forever community. They're something completely different. All right, so we just got to go celebrate our victory over the Blood Plague. Yeah, my forever community is a whole nother group that I've spent a lot of time building up. I played Mass Effect a long time ago, Old Bull. I played all 3 of them. Yeah, I played Horizon Zero Dawn, and I got that on the channel, actually. You can go back and watch it. And we're actually doing the playthrough of Horizon Forbidden West right now. Okay, so we're going to swap back over to her now. Okay, so that was the first step of Legacy. Literally, you just go celebrate. It's pretty meh. But we should be starting to get the actual missions here shortly, so. Sergio, thank you so much for the sub, man. We'll grab the good ones. It doesn't matter. So yeah, this is what people mean by the end game of State of Decay. Is very, very it's very hollow. Like there's not much to it because it's like resources. Like I could use a little bit of fuel, but once you know that you're finishing the game, right? Once you know that you're going to beat the legacy, what's the point? You know what I mean? It's like, what's the point of me going around looting, gathering resources when they're all just going to be erased at the end? So that's when you have to start sitting there. And that's why I'm excited for the new legacy changes, because that's what makes, I think that's one of the main reasons why the end game is so hollow, especially if you know you're going to legacy, is because you're just like, you know, I'm literally about to beat the game. Okay, yeah, I need food or I need this, but like we're gonna beat the game anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm actually gonna showcase. So this is the Warlord Armory. As you guys can see, you can improve gun accuracy, which I don't know exactly what that does. I think it just makes your crosshairs more better, and maybe helps with weapon sway. But yeah, you can reduce gun or make your gun accuracy higher. You can produce every ammo type in the game, as you guys can see here. And you don't need any of the weapon presses. You can literally just boom, craft whatever ones you need. And then oops. And now this is what makes it really, really cool. Is you can, if you have an engineer in your group, you can craft pro level weapon attachments. So pro suppressors, pro brakes, and pro chokes, which are almost as good as the advanced versions, but you can craft those yourself. So if you have friends that maybe need some better attachments, and you have an engineer, you can craft them, hook your friends up, and you can craft explosives. So here you can craft frag grenades, you can craft napalm, and you can craft landmines, which all are pretty high-end ordnance, pieces of ordnance. Now for this base, like I said, unless you're going for like a long-term community, it is kind of hard to fill these slots. You know what I mean? Because I could honestly, if I'm legacy in a community, I don't even go for a big base. I'll beat the game in a mid-tier base, because unless you're going for a long-term community, you really don't need any of this. You know what I mean? Any extra, like you could, maybe an armory to help you with bullets and stuff like that throughout your playthrough. But you know, like a lounge is for your morale, but morale really doesn't come into effect. Morale's a big deal in the early game. Once you get to the mid game, I'm not even really running any morale boosting things right now. And as you guys can see, I'm hanging at stable, and so a lounge. Yeah, you could use it, but like I said, that's more for a long term. You're trying to, especially if a bigger community, you know, you're trying to manage morale and stuff like that. Solar array, if you want to build solar array for power, that you know, power is kind of a long term thing. Like I don't really need power. If I do need power, I'll just drop a Jenny or something in, you know, real quick to get what I need. But unless you're aiming for that long term thing, doesn't really matter. Beds, you don't need beds in this base at all because of this. Unless you get a community over 8 people, then you'll need more beds. But with the current setup, you don't need any extra beds unless you're, like I said, going over 8. Haven device, like I said, that's the one piece of machinery that I wish I could get my hands on, but we haven't got the quest for it. And then these are all the other leader buildings. You can do a trade depot. That's definitely a long-term building there. If you plan on staying on the same map and not moving, the trade depot comes in handy because eventually, once you've been on a map for, you know, let's say right now, I don't even know how many days in game we are on this community. Probably like 10, 15 days or so. Maybe even longer than that. I'm not sure. But as soon as you get to like that 30-day mark, imagine once you've gone through and you've looted everything out, there's no more food on the map. Or it's hard for you to start finding food. It happens. It does. What do you do at that point? You have the option to sit here and phone in resources. You can call in food. Or you can go ahead and use a trade depot. Those are the two. Or you trade with traders. And but say those traders aren't around. So she's going to want me to build a fighting gym. Now, I built a generator for power. We're actually going to tear that down. But yeah, so once the map runs out of food, if you like, unless you got farms, as food's a bad example. Let's say ammo. Once the map runs out of ammo, and you really don't have all the outposts to manufacture as much bullets as you want, you're like, well, how the hell am I going to get ammo? The trade depot is that's where the trade depot comes in handy. You can literally every hour call in a trader. They come right to your base, and you can buy rucksacks and stuff straight from them. So you got that option, and let me see what other buildings do we have here. Builder tower is really good. We talked about that one. The sniper support. That's one that you could build early game. If you had a builder, like if I had a builder, I would have built this earlier on in the game, but I didn't have a builder. So, but this is something that definitely helps in early game, helps with base sieges, and the sniper support helps while you're out in the field if you get jumped by ferals and stuff like that. It's very, very useful. And the armory again is more of a longer, semi-longer term. You can kind of get away with this one in mid game, and then these are all the red talent facilities. So, like I said, a lot of the large slots are generally for more long-term survival. All right, so we got this leader here. We're going to go check out what the leader mission is.
Too much stuff, not enough space. Good problem, but still a problem.
And that's the thing is, even on lethal, yeah, outposts are my main source of food. I don't use farms anymore because of the new outpost chains. You don't have to. You can literally produce everything right from an outpost.
Hey, Santos, it's Alexis. We have a problem. Remember the folks who moved out of that farmhouse a while back? They just ran into some serious car trouble right outside of Danforth.
That is not a good place to be.
That's a pretty good mission.
Why didn't they call me? Never mind. I suppose I know the answer to that.
Back in the day, you were the guy to see about cars. I figured you could find the part they needed.
left in this valley who can help out.
It's an interesting mission here.
Tell him to find me at our usual meetup spot outside Marshall.
I'm getting to work. Hey, look who's up to mischief.
Let's go with that and that. That and that. We're gonna go help out Ray while we wait for more legacy stuff to pop. Lounge Tier 3 does training. Yes, it does do training for your people. You can level up their skills and stuff like that. It's a very, very, very good, good thing. You can also do that with the base there in Drucker County, I believe. You can train your skills. We'll go link up with Alexis here. Now, generally, I wouldn't do this mission at night. It's actually quite a few zombies that spawn when you get down into Marshall. But because we cleared out the plague hearts, the spawn should be a little chill. But we'll see.
Again. Good. Because I really did not want to go down to Marshall by myself. Because we're going a bit far, it should have what we need. I'll mark it on your map. We picked up a hitchhiker.
So, the Warlord Legacy mission, just in case I didn't explain it, what the Warlord leader wanted me to do was build a fighting gym. So that's why we have our fighting gym building right now.
Yes, I'm still here. Thanks for the concern.
No problem, old man. We're almost there. Ray, remind us again what we're looking for.
You're looking for a Decay manifold. That's what they're driving. Start by searching the warehouse toward the back.
There's a plague bloater.
Until we build better storage, we have to expect stuff to get ruined like this.
Give a shout when you find what we're looking for.
Alexis literally ran right into the damn cloud or the bloater.
Oh, you are not getting back up.
Should have probably saved those, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. This is, we haven't even started the mission yet. This is just, this is just me trying to get into where the mission starts. So I'm actually going to go ahead and, make an outpost over here. So we'll swap the S&B out, and we're going to make one right over here across the street. One Punch, what's going on? How you doing, man? I'm doing pretty good. Matt, how you doing, man? For how nah, I have no clue, man. So, Michael, the way they explained it in State of K1, right? When with Juggernauts was it was like this certain family. There was a family in the city, and they were like really, really big people, and they're the ones that turned into zombies, and that they were Juggernauts. But then it became like a mutation. I don't know. There's no clear explanation for it. But I know that they said initially Juggernauts were like from a certain family. But then it seemed like that kind of changed as the game progressed. Because obviously a family is limited, you know what I mean? There's only a couple people. So I mean, there would only be able to be a couple Juggernauts, but the fact... that you know, fight, in essence, an infinite amount of them.
We got a barrel on our hands.
Oh shit, dude.
You sure can't take care of yourself.
Zombies just like to take a bad situation and make it worse. The Miller boys, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I knew they were part of some type of family. The Miller boys. All right, so the reason we're doing this is we're gonna go ahead and get
But honestly, I see how a bit more work.
some more resources on us for this fight. All right, there we go. We're gonna need... No, we're good on stamina. Yeah, Alexis is immortal, I believe, also.
This always makes me nervous. Every time.
Don't go getting all jumpy on me. Seems like we got fewer zombies infesting the neighborhood. Nice.
Best socket.
Ray, it's not here. We searched the whole warehouse.
That's okay. Try to wreck cars in the yard.
Dig through the rusty cars. Got it. You're lucky we like you, Ray. Let's hope that X marks the spot.
Yeah, so it's in this pile here, guys. You don't even have to waste your time going to check the. Literally leave the warehouse, come right to this pile right here, and this is where it will always be.
Yep.
And if you go up there and search that, you'll get a special piece of clothing. But of course, she makes the most noise in the world. But this is pretty much like a little siege that you just got to defend.
Down to the last one.
Almost done here. You're doing great.
Good grab.
Okay, I got it. Let's go. What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for you. Oh, there it is. Good sneeze. Almost 200 likes, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's get up here to the rendezvous point.
We just finished that big project.
All right, so the reason why I went ahead and built a staging area was because it will make building my other facilities faster.
Looks like we're in the clear. Thanks, dude. You rock.
No problem.
Well, I gotta run.
You be careful out there.
Thank you for helping, Alexis. I'm so sorry you had to come here.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Fred. Everyone in the valley knows what you've done for them.
That's kind of you to say, but
Which I still don't feel like Ray's done that much.
after I'm gone, Trumbull Valley needs a protector. Someone who understands how precious this place really is.
Okay, so our fighting gym is now done. We're going to wait and see what the warlord mission says, because I think they're going to ask me to upgrade it to a level 2. Yeah, so that I messaged Jeffrey about that, Jeffrey Card about that before, and I was like, hey man, you know, the map specific missions for Trumbull, it's really, really cool. I was like, do you think that we could potentially see map specific missions for every map? Like, you know, that way it makes each map unique and gives you a reason to want to go, you know, whether that's special items that you can, you know, it's cool to have a mission that's tied to an item that's awesome. You know what I mean? And you're like, you know what? I want to go to Drucker. I want to complete this mission line because I want to unlock whatever piece of equipment. And it is a really, really cool system. I really like it.
It's not safe.
Okay, so we're going to pop that. So right now I'm just waiting to see. Yeah, upgrade to level 2. So we need more materials. It's fine. Go grab those really quick. So in this case, this is where a trade depot would be pretty cool too. But I think I had play cards with materials in them. Fuel, ammo, materials. All right, and then I could probably get materials out of, yep, this site over here. So we're good. We're good. I'm going to heal. Yo, Drucker is pretty under. I think Drucker's an awesome map. I've always liked Drucker. See, I like when missions also dictate my runs. You know, like right now I don't have any specific resource needs, but then the game gives me missions like, oh, you need these. Oh, we just left. Good thing. But you know, the game is like, hey, you need these resources. Makes scavenging nice. I like especially if you guys know the base on this map, the army one, the Red Talon one, not the army one. I love the missions that are tied to the facilities. It's just so cool. Okay, so we got our materials. Should probably, I don't even know how many I need. I think I need 25 or... Probably should grab like at least 3 bags.
I need a break. Now,
if I start having a hard time finding materials, I could always just radio in a bag, and they'll spawn one in for me.
Well, it's not nothing. Well, that ain't half bad.
There it is. Grab some chems out of here.
Gonna slow me down.
Let me see if we can find one more site. Here we are. Just gotta be careful because that zombie just screamed.
That's bad.
So we're fighting a little bit just because I'm trying to be aggressive here, but we're not gonna fight what we don't need to fight. I love you too, Eric. What's going on, man? What window operate? I'm just running Windows 10. Yeah, I don't. The thing, man, is you gotta be careful with upgrading Windows operating systems when it comes to gaming. Shit gets all wonky, and you know, I know my stream stuff, everything works good right now in Windows 10. I'm not gonna mess that up. You know what I mean? So I don't upgrade unless I have to. So those 3 bags of materials should be more than enough. Nah, yeah, I until Windows 11 is like, I was on Windows 7 for a really long time after Windows 10 came out. Because Windows 7 was just more optimized. Everything about it was already figured out, all the bugs, and the thing is I'm not trying to run into any of those issues, especially when I'm streaming and stuff. So that's why I tend to just stick to what I know is going to work, and then when Windows 11's in a good place one day, then we'll swap over to it. Okay, so now that we got that station area, it shouldn't take too long for this to be installed. Or upgraded. Yeah, only 10 minutes. And once that installs, then we're going to have to start worrying. Then we'll have to start doing missions focusing on the coalition.
Get ready. This is gonna be one hell of a fight.
Damn, I didn't even know that. I forgot that was coming.
Can't help wondering what else might be out there. Terrifying.
Just in case juggernauts show up.
That screaming means we're under attack.
I think it should be a 2 minute, right? Yep, 2 minute. So we might get a couple, maybe a feral or two, and definitely some screamers.
Keep it up, guys. We can do this.
But this is like so good. I love this base. Hey, Chris, I appreciate you being here, man.
Shit, it's a screamer.
Another screamer coming.
Oh, they sent some sad, squishy zombies after us.
You know, if we had electricity in this place, we'd be a lot better off.
Hey, let's show the uglies how we treat uninvited company.
Just crush a few more skulls and we win.
Hey, let's show the uglies how we treat uninvited company. I hate all this fighting, but all our practice has made us dang good at it.
this gets, I'm glad to be alive. And I intend to stay this way, whatever it takes.
All right. So that's done. Like I said, we're just slowly, and then at this point, it's way easier to keep up with your enclaves and stuff like that because there's really not much else for you to do as an endgame player other than to pursue missions. So it's really easy for you to keep up on your missions once you get into the end game. And as you can see, we got some enemy enclaves popping up here, which I think are going to have to do with the legacy, because you do have to deal with a lot of enemy enclaves in the warlord legacy. And for that legacy, just to get you a little prepped, you're going to have to fight human enemies. And some of that was one thing we really haven't discussed much of in this playthrough, because in a normal playthrough outside of the legacies, there's really no benefit to fighting human AI. If you have a hostile enclave, the best thing for you to do, unless they are in a location that you just need them to be out of, say they move into a food location or something and you're running low on food and it's the only one left on, even then I probably would just leave them. There's really no reason to pursue the enemy AI. You don't get much from them. The guns you get from them are trashed, literally like super broken, not even really that good. They don't have, their loot is not worth it, and like worth the amount of resources that you're going to put into the fight. The loot that you're going to get out of it really isn't worth it. So for the most part, just avoid the enemy AI altogether. Unless they're in like a base for some reason that you want to live in, I really wouldn't mess with them. But the problem with that is then when you get into situations like this where you have to confront the enemy AI,
would seriously improve our home life.
If you don't know how to fight them, then you're gonna have issues because you never fought them before. You just kept avoiding them, and then eventually the game's gonna throw a situation at you where you can't avoid the enemy, and you have to face them outright. So it's always good to practice. Definitely always good to practice. But like I said, 9 times out of 10, guys, just avoid them altogether.
No materials?
Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Bad Wolf, what's going on? How you doing? So does anybody have any other questions, though, while we're pushing towards the end here? Does anybody have any questions about the game that they want me to answer? Since we're sitting here waiting for this to go through anyways. Non-game question, what is it? When is the legacy update coming? Do you know? So I have no more information than anybody else. I don't know when the legacy update was coming. I don't think it's going to be the next update. Personally, I don't. As awesome as that would be, if I were to take a guess, if it's any, if the system is a nice overhaul to the current features, I think it's probably going to need a little more time in the oven, kind of like the infestations. So maybe I think maybe update 32. Hepro asks, are you going to continue to play SOD2? So what do you mean, Hepro? Like, in what capacity? Like after today, or what do you mean? Does YouTube take a large part of what when you join the channel? So because like channel members, yeah, YouTube takes a percentage of it. Any dollar I get, YouTube takes a percentage of it. What's your least and most favorite game you've played, and what aspect of the game appeals to you? My least favorite game? I can't even think off the top of my head, like, what's my least favorite? Probably Visage. Visage is probably my least favorite game. Just because it's not scary. It's kind of blah. Super boring. And probably I tell people all the time, my favorite game of all time is The Last of Us. Oh, what am I going to do after this guide? So I have a couple different ideas of what I actually wanted to do after this guide. And I was either thinking about doing, because I don't really want to go the challenge route. I've literally done so many challenges, guys. It's fucking just, I'm past it. So if I were to play State of Decay 2 in like a higher capacity, like kind of like I am now, the one idea I had was, and I'll probably do a poll to see what you guys think. The ideas I had for State of Decay content going forward would be, I was going to kind of do like a Brian versus Green Zone, Brian versus Standard, Brian versus Dread, and Nightmare. And I was going to try to beat all of the difficult, because I am pretty curious to see what the game's like in Green Zone. Like, if I played Green Zone with 100% of my ability, right? It literally took everything I had and I threw it at Green, Standard, Dread, and Nightmare. How fast could I beat the game? Like, how easy could I beat the game? And it would be curious to see, you know, just me versus all those lower difficulties. And then I also had the idea, after yesterday's session we did on Twitch, I kind of wanted to play some State of Decay breakdown. And that would just be the State of Decay content that we did for a bit, because that game is pretty new to me. I've never, I played a little bit of breakdown back in the day, but I've never got super invested. I don't know much of the skills, none of that stuff. I don't know a whole lot about the game. So for me, breakdown was either the other option. It was either State of Decay breakdown or me trying pretty much speed running all the lower difficulties and just literally going ham on them. All right, so do I need to be on my leader to do that? I don't think I do. But just in case, we'll switch to our leader. So once you build the gyms, you got to go out and like just kill 10 zombies in melee. Eric, PZ server, think it needs to be updated to... So I updated it to 41.66 the other day, Eric, when the update first came out. Now, I know we're having issues with the server because of mods and all that stuff. We're actually going to be doing a server reset here in the next few days. I just have some people that are going around and Answer, one of the server mods, he's going around and gathering information on what mods to use and this and that. So we're going to be doing a fresh server revamp here shortly. Go ahead and reload this 45. Do you think they should? Of course. I think they should add Gwent to every game. Every game. Do a guide on how to prepare for... So, Oleg, the only problem with a guide on how to prepare for State of Decay 3 is I have no clue what State of Decay 3 is even going to entail. So there really is no way to prepare for it. You know what I mean? I mean, you could play the State of Decay 2. You could play State of Decay 1. But if State of Decay 3 is fundamentally just different than like these games, you know, if there's more mechanics in those games that are in here, like say you got to drink water, you know, like I don't know if I'll ever go that far, but there could be mechanics in State of Decay 3 that are completely different The combat could be completely different. The zombies could be more tanky. You know what I mean? So there's no way to tell, like, you know, our zombie's going to die in a single headshot. Our car is going to be a thing. Our car is going to be as OP as they are now. So there really is no way for me to say, hey, do these things to get ready for State of Decay 3. I would pretty much just be clickbaiting the shit out of everybody on YouTube if I made a video like that, because nothing I would say legitimately can prepare you for State of Decay 3. You know what I mean? Old Bulls asked if we'll be sinking some time into the minigame in Horizon Forbidden West. Yes, I do. Strike, I do want to learn that game a bit. All right, let's get our stuff so we can go out and fight some zombies. Well, my thing is I just don't like clickbaiting people. You know what I mean? I don't want to sit there and put out like a State of Decay 3 video. You know what I mean? Then all these people are going to watch it and be like, what the fuck, dude? Like, and then the game comes out and nothing, you know what I mean? It just, I don't know. I'm not about that life. Like, you know, I do want my channel to grow, but I want my channel to grow honestly. You know what I mean? And I don't want to trick people into watching my videos and none of that. It's just, if I don't got the information to give you, I'm not going to give it to you. You know what I mean? David, thank you so much. I appreciate you popping in, dude. Kevin, how you doing, man? Okay, so we should be able to literally just drive right over here on this backside, and there's generally some zombie spawns. We only need 10, so... Oh no, Leak, dude! If I had any information on State of Decay 3, right?
Unless we take care of these infestations, we could end up under siege.
Trust me, if it was information I could talk about, I would definitely talk about it. But even if right now I did know something about State of Decay 3, there's about 100% chance I wouldn't be able to talk about it. Kind of like before when I did my NDA with Ended Labs, all the stuff that I learned about and, you know, that I knew, I wasn't able to tell anybody. So the thing is even if I did, I would be violating my NDA and I wouldn't be able to talk about it anyways. But I don't know anything, so.
I'm on a roll. Keep trading, everyone.
There it is.
Stronger all the time. This is how we reclaim this town.
You can fool someone once or twice, but if you continuously do your job, you'll end up with more people in the long run. Exactly, and that's kind of how I look at it. It's like, yeah, I could put out a video and say, oh, top 10 tips to get ready for State of Decay 3, right?
Night on Cloud 9 donated $100.
Oh,
To
wait.
the Menard fan Brian, Crystal, Kiddos and Pup, beautiful souls that have earned beautiful things in life through your dedication, humor, shows of respect and love. You guys rock.
Night on Cloud. What? Thank you so much. That is way too much. And seriously, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, dude. You did not have to do that. Guys, hearts in the chat. Sharky, so we're showcasing. Jesus, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Night. Thank you, thank you. I'm showcasing the legacy system now. Sharky, we've beat all the plague hearts. I'm kind of getting everybody prepped and ready for the end game here. I really appreciate that. Seriously, thank you. I forgot what I was even saying. Oh yeah, my State of Decay. So I could put out a video right now, you know, that says like top 10 tips to get you ready for State of Decay 3 or something like that. If I put a video out that was titled that way, you know, there's going to be so many people that watch it. You know what I mean? It's going to do very well, the video. And I could literally just come up with some bullshit, you know, that I personally think would help people in State of Decay 3. Now, like, would I be wrong? Technically, no, because it's my own personal opinion on what I think would make people better. But because I honestly have no legitimate basis on what will make you a better player for State of Decay 3, I am wrong. You know what I mean? Even though it's all a technicality, I still think it's wrong. And you just won't see me do that. Night on Cloud9, thank you so much for the hardened survivor. Welcome to the family. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's extremely nice of you. It's been a long time. I don't even know what to say. That is too much. You are extremely generous. You got me on Cloud9. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
We have a visitor with an offer here.
What?
Come and talk.
Okay, there it is. Missions are moving along now. So this is the start of the actual warlord legacy. Our job is to take out like kind of like an insurgency, like against. It's pretty much a group called the Coalition, and they're against us. And our goal is to fight them.
Okay, let me explain it to you.
So we'll recruit him,
You did me a solid here. Thanks.
and he'll give us information on the Coalition. No tears, warrior XP, or warrior. Hey, I'm not gonna. I don't cry, guys. Hey, Mitty, thank you so much. I really appreciate this sub. Okay, so he's gonna show me where they are. We're gonna go ahead and grab our gear. So I don't know if in this first engagement here you have to fight hostiles. I don't remember honestly, but we are gonna bring our 7.62 weapons just in case. So now that you're in the legacy missions for the warlord, every mission that pops up, because I don't know offhand which ones are like combat ones versus humans or not. So I just say be ready to fight humans in every mission, okay? So going forward, when you're dealing with humans, they do a ton of damage, like boom, like hit you hard, and it's permanent damage too. So what I generally use is I'll use first aid kits.
Finished college on the GI Bill and became a teacher at the same public school I went to.
Okay.
To help those kids and see them graduate to a better future, it remains one of the few things I'm truly proud of.
So, first aid kits are going to be super clutch if you take a hit. If you do take a shot, popping a first aid kit will max out your health. You don't have to worry about getting down, any of that stuff. So you definitely want to make sure that you have first aid kits on you when you're dealing with human enemies. I have stamina here. I'm also going to bring scent block just in case. It's bad enough to get overwhelmed by the human enemies, but now when you throw in zombies on top of that, now you're sitting there trying to dodge zombies while trying to avoid getting shot. So if the zombie situation gets bad, pop a scent block. That way you can focus on the humans and the zombies will focus on them. So I bring scent block for that. Hold on one sec, guys. I'm smelling something. Hold on. Mind telling me which SOD Year 1 Survival DLC I must do to have... so to have points in SOD 2, you have to do the Daybreak DLC in State of Decay 2. That's how you get the prestige points. But for Year 1 Survival Edition, none of that stuff has anything to do with State of Decay 2. But if you haven't played the DLCs in State of Decay 1, I definitely advise you guys to try Lifeline. That DLC is amazing. like super amazing. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're also gonna get some fire for just in case we have to burn some zombies off us. I'm gonna bring some extra bullets for my AK and bring some extra bullets for our 45 there. And then I'll go ahead and grab some plague cures. And now that we're potentially going to be fighting human enemies, the same weapons that we use to eradicate the plague hearts, the bloater gas grenades, are amazing against human enemies. Amazing. Literally the best weapon in the game versus humans, other than a 50 cal, because you can one tap them with a 50 cal. But the bloater gas, you can kill all 3-person people in one grenade. So let's head out. Oh yeah, the bloater gas is so powerful against the enemy AI. Oh well, hey, I'm really glad to hear that. Like that 50K success is gonna hit before June. I don't know, guys. 50,000 subscribers that's like my end game. Like that's what I thought my channel would peak at, and then it'd be all downhill from there. I don't know. I think if I were to ever hit 50,000 subscribers, it'd probably be like maybe by the end of the year, December, January timeframe, maybe, and that's pushing it in my book. I think I could maybe hit like 40 to 40, like maybe 42,000 by the end of the year.
Jeffrey Matkowski donated $10.
Jeff, dude, thank you so much for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Skirt. But that's one of the reasons why I kind of branched out from State of Decay too, because if I would have stayed just a State of Decay content creator, I think I would have bubbled myself in pretty hard.
Albino donated $10.
Jose, dude,
just got home.
Semper Fi, brother.
Hope all is well.
Man, all is definitely well. I appreciate you being here, man. But yeah, I feel like if I would have stayed just doing State of Decay content, I would have hurt myself, my potential at that point, because State of Decay is until like maybe State of Decay 3 came out, but it's definitely one of those things, you know what I mean? You gotta expand your horizons to bigger viewer bases and stuff like that, and that's kind of what I've tried to do. Okay, yep. So this is perfect. We're just literally gonna throw a bloater gas grenade in there, and should kill him. Oh shit! How'd they get outside, dude? Cheaters, man. But there's bloater gas for you guys. Oh, there was where did those guys? Hold on. There was 5 people, guys. There was people outside at another site that came at me, and I was like, yo, where did they come from? I thought they teleported the people out of the barn over there, but the people that I killed in the barn are right here. There was like 5 enemies. But as you guys see there, bloater gas is king when it comes to killing humans. It's so strong. We can check their bodies, see if there's anything worth taking. Generally, there's not. Sword's pretty cool. I mean, it's just cool to have one, but they're not that great. G34. Yeah, we're playing Elden Ring later. Yep. We'll be playing some Elden Ring and
now they know we're here.
Some Horizon Forbidden West was my goals. right.
Nothing good here.
So that's all done. Yo, Elden Ring is a lot of fun. We're definitely having a lot of fun with that game. My favorite melee weapon is actually this trench tool, dude. I love this trench tool. It's so fast. It's max speed. It's extremely durable, and it's a bladed weapon, so it has all the cool little bladed weapon executions and stuff like that. It's so good. Tyrone, dude, thank you so much for the super chat. Hope everyone is well. Have a good one. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. You guys are showing mega love today. Not that you don't show mega love every day. I say that every day because you guys are... chat has no chill when it comes to love. I still can't get over a night on Cloud 9. Thank you so much for that earliest. That's crazy. Heavy weapons are cool. They're very situational, though. Like, would I just have a survivor running around with a heavy weapon on their back and just using that as my primary weapon? I mean, if you had somebody with powerhouse maxed out and maybe like endurance and something like that, like maybe, you know what I mean? But they chew through so much stamina, even with powerhouse maxed out, that you get in any real engagements, you're just drinking energy drinks to even maintain swinging that weapon. And if not, then you're just literally gonna you wear out your survivors so quick. Now that was one thing I actually see a lot of when I go on Twitch, because I shadow on Twitch all. I shadow on Twitch all the time, and I watch people play. First, I was scared as shit. I didn't know what the hell she was doing. I thought she was running from something. I just felt like, dude, and then I just seen you coming. I'm like, what the hell are you running from?
Everyone, right?
Sounds like you've had it harder than most.
But yeah, I shadow on Twitch. I watch people play all the time, and I've even seen like Cryptic Fox do it, Raptor do it. It seemed, I don't know. I feel like heavy weapons are very attractive to newer players to the game because it's like they're cool. You know what I mean? Like the melee animations that they do, it is a lot of fun. Like for instance, we can go out and just give this a whirl here. Let me actually heal up. But I've watched a lot of players who are semi newer to the game use them, and I think it's because of the fun factor. That the heavy weapons are just very fun to use. You know, you're just smashing zombies, flicking them all over the damn place. But when it comes to like the usefulness of
Jeffrey
the
Majkowski donated $10. Hey Brian, I went on Daybreak yesterday, and some gave me 80,000 prestige. Has that ever happened to you?
No, dude. Somebody might have been modding, dude. I don't know how they did that. Gave that much. I would love to know, because I tried to do that back in the day where I would do Daybreak with you guys and I would use mods.
Go for the head.
Okay. Don't want him to be a part of the equation. Yo, see it? You can't jump this fence. But I can break it with this. Heavy weapons are so I use them on play cards. I use them in situations like that, but I don't just use them as my everyday combat weapon. You know what I mean? Like, but like if you guys look, it is cool, but look at how open you are. Like,
I can't keep doing this.
but you know, when you're sitting there and you're smashing zombies like this shit is it looks really, really attractive. You know what I mean? But look, I just literally burnt through a whole entire stamina bar, killing 3 zombies. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if heavy weapons, like that's 3, 4, 5 hits. 5 hits from a heavy weapon to kill 1 zombie. That right there is why I don't like heavy weapons when it comes to normal combat, because they just don't do enough damage. You know, I should not have to swing this weapon at a normal zombie more than 2 times. 2 hits at max to kill a normal zombie. I've had like 5 or 6 hits. You know what I mean? And then the problem with it is it opens you up for attacks. You know what I mean? Especially if you're in like a really, really big group. But like, look at this. Like, yeah, I could execute them, but just my normal hits, I shouldn't have to sit here and swing like a madman. You know what I mean? To kill 1 zombie. And we're out of stamina. Okay, so now the group's getting a little bigger. You know what I mean? And it does. You think you're doing really good right now, but I just burned through all that stamina and didn't even kill them all. Now, if I had a blade... So I think that's the issue with heavy weapons is they draw players in by looking fancy, and it makes you feel, you know, the sound effects, the impact. It makes you feel like you're really putting in work. But in reality, you're not really doing much of anything. Yo, the tactical uniforms used to actually be my favorite costume. I had my whole community outfit in them. Oh, John, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I just hopped on Twitch the other day, or yesterday, to do a little bit, and it was a good time. Definitely a good time. So we're going to swap off this, our leader here.
Hey, I don't see myself moving along anytime soon.
Yeah, let's see what Sean's all about here. Just want to make sure, see what he has on him. He's a great cook. So he's another cook, which... Okay, so what happens here is sometimes when you're doing your missions and you're on your leader, after finishing a mission, what you want to do is swap off of your leader and then swap back to them. And that generally... Or swap off of them, and then the missions will start spawning again. Go ahead and... Just want to give him a weapon. Okay, so we gotta... Now this mission is where it can get a little tough, guys. You gotta go around and talk to 4 different enclaves. And 2 to 3 of these enclaves could potentially go hostile against you. And, so you gotta be ready for that fight. And which we are. We're going to, once again, you know, make sure we're topped off. We got our stamina items. We got healing items. We got our first aid kits. We're going to top off our ammo. Go ahead and top off our bloater gas. Guru, what's up, man? But even then, Dr. Feels Good, is the advantage of heavy weapons is that you multi-hit zombies. Striking multi-hit zombies also. And if you use certain weapons, they have a really big fan. Almost as effective as heavy weapons. Like if you have a striker with a Danforth slugger, you're going to one-hit all the zombies, literally knock them all down. And every zombie, you're just swinging. And the swing animations with max striking is 3 times the speed of one I could swing 3 times with a max striker in the time that you can swing 1 heavy weapon swing. I can knock all of the zombies down, guaranteed. You know what I mean? And because you have striking and there's multiple zombies in the area, you'll get the fast execution every single time. So you can literally go around and golf swing all of the zombies on the ground. And I still think it's just way better. You know what I mean? And you still get the multi-hit. And you're not opening yourself up for attacks or getting grabbed and stuff like that. All right, let's head out. I think we should be good with this. Go ahead, throw a repair kit on there. We got to go around killing people in style. You know, our car has to be clean. So we are running pretty low on fuel. Guys, almost 250 likes. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Make sure that's in a car. Okay, here we go. So we got one right here. We already know they're hostile. This is... Whoa! I think these are the Feral Forgers. This is my enclave that they should definitely be on my side. Oh, they're gone. They left. They must have asked me for something and I just ignored them. I mean, the car's still nice and clean, you know, a little rollover did. I think we messed up our headlight. No, we're good. We got a little blood on the headlight, but nothing crazy. How did I come down here? I wouldn't even know what I marked, dude. Okay, so I know that I'm gonna have to fight these guys. So we're just gonna try to find a nice spot to park. Seems like there's a lot of zombies in the area, so we're gonna pop a scent block.
Okay, let's talk about this. We can work something out, right?
Yo, we got a score to settle.
That really was the most likely outcome. If that's how you want to play it.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Fire in the hole! We've really taken care of those infestations. Everyone should feel a lot better now.
So I just took a shot there. Okay. That's one group down. Now the zombies can't see me. And that's one of the good things about scent block when you're trying to deal with human enemies, is it just literally it frees things up, makes life so much easier for you. We'll just go deal with these guys first. These ones. Now all of these shouldn't be hostile. Shouldn't. I don't know. They all could be. At least one of them shouldn't. I always forget that wood is in there.
Almost out.
Swing by my outpost real quick, grab some more meds. Yeah, we're gonna be doing Horizon Forbidden West and some more Elden Ring today.
Yikes, too loud.
Oh, yes, Dr. Fields. I love this weapon. It's my favorite weapon in the game with swordplay. The trench tool, it's so good. And it's so durable. So durable. Damo, how you doing today, man? But this is what I was trying to tell you guys is the end game, once you're past the plague hearts, it's just doing some missions, you know what I mean? And some legacies are harder than others. You know, like for instance, like, you know, you're gonna have to learn how to fight human enemies, which can be a pain in the butt. So these guys should be cool with us. Okay, so these guys are...
Sure, whatever.
What is it? Did mom get you that? Uh-oh. Damo, yeah, everybody's doing good, man. Everybody is doing good.
At some point, everyone's got to deal with their own past. Seems like now's that time for him.
It's very short, though. Yeah.
Bye now.
So the thing that they're asking for here is once you get to the point here in the Warlord Legacy, this enclave is giving me kind of like they're like saying, hey, we'll join you, but give us this. So if you're in that situation where they're asking you for something, like here, they're asking me for food, I can look around and say, is there food in this area? Is there food in this area? I don't think there is, which means I'd have to go all the way back to base and grab a ruck. Now, if you don't want to fight, you can go do that. So I'm going to tell them, I changed my mind, I'll let you live, but it's time for you to go.
We tried to be friendly, but you just couldn't be bothered. Whatever, we're out of here.
And then we won't have to deal with all that. Hey Tamo, how's full time looking? Looking forward to your Fallout stream. Yeah, we're working. Actually, Fallout was going to be coming a lot sooner than it is currently, but we got sidetracked with Cyberpunk. But yeah, Fallout will definitely be coming, dude. Fallout 3, then New Vegas, and then some 76. All right, so we're gonna go up and check this group here. So we're gonna wait and see what these guys do. We'll have bloater gas ready, just in case.
Hello? Anyone there? Looks like no one's home.
Oh, I think this is the group that's dead. The coalition kills them. Or they left to go join the coalition, one of the two.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yep. So, yep, so this is the ones that went and joined the coalition. And then there's one more group over here. We're not playing Fallout again, Sponge. We're playing a different Fallout, dude. I played Fallout 4. I've never played 3 or New Vegas. But yeah, I do plan on playing the Fallout genre again, of course. Wow, dude, what the hell was that? Victor, just a lot of practice, man. I've been playing Lethal for a long time. I was one of the people who was playtesting it when it was being built by the developers. So I've had a lot of time with this difficulty. Yeah, I'm gonna play Fallout in general again. Yeah, man. Why? I mean, I like Fallout. I guess if you're somebody who doesn't like Fallout, then yeah, I mean, that would probably sound like a bad thing to you. But I mean, I personally thoroughly enjoyed the Fallout universe. Damn it. Yep, so this is the group that was killed by the Coalition.
I hope nothing heard that.
Bad Wolf Rose donated $5 towards your driving insurance. You'll need it low.
There, we now just maxed out our fighting. So that means we can now execute from the front with swordplay. We can do everything. Bad Wolf, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the donation. And, you know, I got that good car insurance.
There's nothing worthwhile here. I hear something. Probably more Zeds. Hey, you hear?
Oh, so, yeah, so the zombie killed that.
Everybody stands. If the Coalition tries anything again.
And that's pretty much it, guys. And now the next mission, I believe, is the actual one where you fight the Coalition. And it's kind of a repeat of that. You go around, you kill a couple enclaves, and the last enclave you kill is the Coalition. It's really not too hard if you're ready for it. You know what I mean? And as you guys can see, Lethal Zone didn't make that any more difficult. And that's also because I'm making sure I'm using that scent block so I can focus on the fighting the survivors. You know what I mean? Chad, how you doing, man?
Hey, kiddo. What you been up to?
So we're gonna leave this inventory set. And now, because I know the game is gonna be ending soon, one of the things I want to do is I want to make sure I'm on a survivors that I know I want to keep, and we're gonna go inside of our locker and start taking things out that I want to make sure that survive the playthrough. So, for instance, I'll come in here. Let me see.
Okay, our fuel supply is getting pretty low.
I don't even know if I have anything that would. These mods are pretty good. Yeah, like this weapon station here. A lot of the stuff that you'll see me take are like bounty weapons, like this crossbow. I'll definitely want that. I'll take all of these bounty weapons because they're awesome. My Daybreak rifle is on another one of my survivors. Grab the pyro launcher if you want. And that's just grabbing items that you want to make sure that you bring with you. So that rifle I definitely want to make sure I bring. Swap over to another survivor. Kayla here, so she has one of my echo weapons on her. And I know there's another one in the box that I want this. Well, other than that, I really don't have too many items that I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely want to bring that with me. We can grab that. Ammo press.
This racket's gonna draw zombies. Just you watch.
No, we're we're getting best right toward the end of the playthrough, Unsel. So this is me prepping my legacy survivors that are going to be going to the pool, making sure that we have some stuff on them. Yeah, it's pretty much, you know, books, mods, unique weapons, things that you spent a lot of time trying to find and stuff like that. That's the kind of crap that you want to make sure you bring with you. At this point, you want to break down your Haven device. You want to make sure that you bring the Haven capsule with you. That. Go ahead and grab those. One spot I wanted to go loot really quick because I haven't hit it yet. See if we can find anything interesting in there. There was a gun store down here that we never looted.
Hey guys, I found a few things while I was out.
Legacy missions. They get stuck. I switch off my leader to go back to base to ram things. At times when you're doing your so Cloud9, that happens a lot. Your legacies will kind of freeze up. Now, there's a couple different things that can prevent legacy missions from popping. Sometimes if there's too many enclaves on the map, especially if it's a legacy that spawns a lot of enclaves, like the warlord legacy and stuff like that, you got to make sure that you don't have too many traders on your map. So dismiss your traders, break down some enclaves. If you're like hard stuck, break down some enclaves you don't need, you know, swapping off your leader and back on your leader, or like from your leader off your leader could help too. There's a couple things you could do like that. Beautiful person, I love you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. See if we can find anything cool in this gun store. I think we're like, we got to be at least 10 to 15 days in. So we'll probably be doing another Witcher episode tomorrow. I'm gonna bunch these dudes together because there's so many of them. And we're just gonna hit them with some fire. That should kill most of them, except the armored zombies and this dude. Here it is.
It's locked up.
I hope nothing heard that.
That screamer could bring a lot of uglies.
Take the energy drink. She used one up in that fight. Trench gun. We'll take it. Why not?
Well,
Bullets are kind of pointless, though.
I guess this doesn't suck.
So one of the big things you could do too before leaving a map is if say you have a lot of ammo resources, right? And you want to bring a bunch of bullets in one of your playthroughs, spend all of your resources right before you beat the game, because that is definitely one thing you can't take with you. You can't. I mean, you could take rucksacks with you by, but you could take one rucksack per survivor, put it on their back. But other than that, you know what I mean. Just there it is. So that announcer right there is the end of the game. That mission is going to beat the legacy. So the game will warn you too. Once you go to start the mission, it's going to be like, hey, this is the end of the game. Are you sure? Blah, 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 blah. So at this point, you just want to make sure that you got all your affairs in order. All of your survivors have everything you want to bring with them. And spend resources. If you got extra resources, spend them on stuff that you want to take with you.
Pick this place clean.
I've never even seen the civilian version of this, the Vector Ultra Compact. I've never seen that gun. I'll take it. Do I max my character?
Matkowski donated $10. Hey Brian, any chance Undead Labs will bring back boarding up windows and hiding in bushes?
Jeffrey, that would be sweet, man. I don't think they're gonna bring boarding up window. We won't see that in State of K2. I don't think. Maybe hiding in bushes. That might be. I could maybe thing. I know I heard Jeffrey Card talking about something like that. Somebody put out a video. I forgot who it was, but I know I heard something about that being possible, but when it comes to boarding up windows, I don't think we'll see that at all. Goo, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Smash the coalition. So yeah, but those are some really. I like the stealth mechanics of the hiding in bushes. That was cool for me. But again, maxing my characters. Yes and no. So sometimes I will max a character, but I don't. The thing about State of K2 survivors is there's a lot of longevity in them. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be. Is these survivors are supposed to last multiple playthroughs of the game. You know what I mean? So you don't have to max them in one play, especially if there's some of your favorite people. It might take you. You know, your second playthrough or sometimes your third playthrough to max that survivor out. So no, generally I'm not in a rush to max them out. Now, like my forever community, like all my people are maxed out because that's my long-term community. But if my goal is to beat the game, that's my goal, is to just beat the game. Everything else is secondary. So we'll go ahead and swap over to her. So we got to talk to Todd, learn out what he found, but what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and clear off this plague.
See you.
All right, and so now it's warning you that this is permanent. Now, like I said, with the changes coming to legacies in the future, that could be different.
This won't be easy. Bring your best gear, okay? Hey there.
Take care of yourself.
We got a zombie situation at home. Get back here on the double.
All right. Well, I just started the Endgame mission. We're just gonna head over there. It's fine. I ain't worried about it. So we gotta head over to the Coalition base, which is. So can you guys, as you guys can see, how many hostile enclaves are on the map now? You have to fight quite a few of them. So be ready. So I'm gonna swing by an outpost. Actually, we don't have to. I can just use a flake here. Now, we just hit a bloater there. That sucked a little bit, but we should be okay.
Come on! This is nothing we ain't seen before.
And we may have to stop and get fuel, also. So what building is this one in? A gas station? Yep. Now, you guys know that the gas station has a lot of windows in the front. So approaching this site, the best place to probably approach from would be from the rear, where the AI won't be able to just shoot the shit out of you when you get out of your car. So always think about, you know, okay, these guys are shooting at me, you know what I mean? And try to get out where you have cover. So we're going to pop scent block and we're going to approach from the back.
Stay strong.
Get bloater gas ready. So that's a melee survivor.
Just for now, okay?
Raise your hands and keep them up.
So he just told me where their headquarters are.
I'm sorry, but it's the only way.
All right, so their headquarters is right up here. So this
Leaders are in that building.
big building here.
We will take them here and now. Move!
We don't have to worry about zombies. So now we're just watching out for the humans. I actually don't know the layout of this building at all, so this is going to be new for me. Okay, so this is the same building you do the Sheriff Legacy in. So this building actually sucks. to try to push. Doing this in the daytime would have been a little easier. The zombie just hooked us up. Now it's their step.
Coalition is dead. No one can stand against.
And there it is.
Finally, we can bring peace to this town.
So that's why I was trying to tell you guys, the bloater gas grenades are your best friend's. Yo, did you guys see that? The way that looks, it looks like I have cat ears from the State of Decay sign. And boom, at that point, you just beat Lethal Zone, guys. Legit, beat the whole game. And I'll get into the UI after this point, explain to you guys what you're looking at.
It's hard to remember how far we've come. And I don't just mean miles. With hard work and sacrifice, we built something lasting. And if we can do this once, well, that means we can do it again, right? That's how we win. One town at a time. Together.
Boom. And now you'll get your legacy card, and once you get your legacy card, you can use that card in the future to say you didn't beat any of, like, say you never beat Dread Zone. As long as you beat Lethal, you literally unlock every single one all the way through. Now, this is your legacy pool. This is hopefully what's going to get some changes, and we're going to see more longevity, some cool systems come out of this. And these are all the people that it's saying are coming into the pool. So as long as your pool's not, like right now, it can hold up to 50 people. Mine's not full, so I don't have to be picky and choosy on who's in here. But at this point, you can literally say, you know, I don't want, for instance, Sean here. Like if I don't want Sean, I can skull him. I can click on him like this, and then as soon as I continue, he'll be deleted out of my pool. And at this point, you can also come in here and delete, you know, people that you don't want in here. Now, obviously, I don't. Let me see, skill wise. So that's a high pain threshold, medic, munitions. It's a blank, hard to kill. That's my fortifications red talon, my unbreakable fisherman. That's my blood plague survivor right there, Harry. But yeah. So, I mean, all these people, I'll just let them go into the thing because you can, at any point, you can delete people out of your pool. You don't need to do it when the game ends. I'll show you guys here. At any point, if you want to move things around, I explained this in my how to farm weapons on State of Decay 2 video, but there is a way. Say you want to start a new game with some legacy survivors, but you don't remember what survivor you put your crossbow on. There's a way to check. Now, if you come here, down here, this is your legacy pool. This will show all of the survivors. It'll tell you what their traits are. Now, the thing is, you can't see their skills. But you can delete people out of here. Now, if you want to see, like, for instance, what person has what on them, what you do is you come over here to campaign. Literally just start a new community. Skip tutorial. Doesn't matter what map you choose. I'd put it on green zone because all you're doing right now is you're just checking to see what your survivors have on them. Hey, Krem one and only, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that. All right, you don't have to pick any boons. It doesn't matter. Now, what you're doing here is you're gonna go. So you have to think. Okay, I'm gonna check Malloy. I'm gonna check. Let's see here. We'll check Harry and we'll check. I'll check Matsuo. All right, so I want to check these survivors. I want to see what they have on them. I'm interested in bringing these guys in a playthrough. All right, so what you can do is you start a community with them. Now a lot of you guys are thinking, well, damn, dude, now you're gonna have to play through the whole entire game just to. No, that's not how it works, guys. The cool thing about Legacy survivors is even if you partially play through a community, if you end that community, any survivor who came from your legacy pool will go back in the legacy pool. And the cool thing is they go back in the legacy pool with whatever you put on them. So for instance, I can come up to Matsuo here. I can say, okay, Matsuo has the crossbow on her. She also has that stuff. I can sit here and check Harry. Okay, yeah, Harry's got an AK on him. And then I could come over and check Malloy. Okay, so boom, I now seen everything that they have on them. I have an idea of what these survivors have, so you can mark those down on a piece of paper just so you remember, okay, yeah, these people have these items, but they don't have my biochem station, or they don't have this or that. Now what you do is you exit the game, go back to main menu, and say you want to level up your survivors a little bit. You could also just play that game, go run around, kill a bunch of zombies, level them survivors up, and then you can do the same thing, because everything that happens to a survivor stays. They remember all their skills that level up, all the guns, everything that's on them. It always stays. So at that point, once you've done that, you level them up, or you've done whatever you wanted to do with those survivors, you went and farmed rare weapons or something, prepped them for a playthrough, you're going to come over here to manage communities, and you're going to delete that community. Now, it sounds scary, but those survivors aren't going to get deleted. As you read right here, delete the settlers. It says survivors who have not been part of a community that completed a leader's final legacy will be deleted. So any survivors that you have not beat the game with will be deleted. But if you've beaten the game with them at least one time and they came from your legacy pool, they will not be deleted. They're just going to go back into your legacy pool. So I hit confirm. Now you'd think, oh man, those survivors are gone. No. So now what happens if I come back over here to my legacy pool? They're all back. Matsuo, Malloy, and Harry. They're all back. So that was how I showed you guys how to farm rare weapons. I could literally start up a game. You know what I mean? Manage community, start up a game. We'll go skip tutorial. Go to Meager Valley, right? Green zone. Yeah, you could, as long as the survivors came out of your legacy pool, yeah, you could have deleted the game at any point. So we'll go warlord just for show here, but we'll grab Matsuo, all right? She's gonna be that's Malloy, Matsuo, right? She's gonna be the one I'm actually gonna be using here. Sure, we'll grab no, and Harry. We'll grab Harry too. And Michaela. So now, one of the things you can do is I got Matsuo here. And Harry. We're gonna go ahead and check so if I want to be cheeky, you know what you could do is literally, if you really want to farm up some resources for a next playthrough, you could literally just grab rucksacks, put them on these survivors, and because these are legacy pool survivors, when I send them back to the legacy pool, they're gonna go back into the legacy pool with those rucksacks. So now when I start a new game with those people, even after I delete this group, they're going to keep everything you put on the survivors in a playthrough is going to stay on them. Imagine them as little save files. Little memory cards, you know what I mean? That's what each individual survivor is. They're literally like a little memory card.
No more in sight. Let's make the most of it.
Okay, so we're gonna break down this rucksack really quick, grab that gas. Well, please fight that zombie so I can do this. All right, so really quickly, I just went and grabbed some fuel. And I'm just doing this kind of showcase the power of Legacy Survivors. And the cool thing is they changed the Legacy system and allow you to call in Legacy Survivors at a later time. And this method still works, guys. It will be a way for you to get specific items into an existing playthrough. For instance, say I want some resources, right? Say I need food resources. What I could do is I could start a game with some of my Legacy Survivors, go around the map, loot up a whole inventory worth of whatever, grab a bunch of rucksacks, put them on put them on a bunch of survivors, and then call them into a game, and then boom, everything that they have on them is going to come into my game. And I think that's how it should work. I'm not exactly sure, but this is a very powerful thing that you can do here.
Smells like a whole city died. It's gotta be a plague heart, which means plague zombies too.
All right, so what you do is you come up here, you can check these rare weapon cases. Now, for instance, I just got a Mac V. That's a pretty good gun. We're going to drop that. We'll grab that Mac V. It's an integrated suppressed 45 caliber handgun. We'll grab that.
Ugh, the air tastes like blood. Fucking plague zombies.
Not yet. Not yet, Lou. That's what they're talking about in the new system, the new Legacy system that could potentially be coming to the game in the future. Is there being you being able to recruit from your Legacy pool into an existing community. All right, we're just chilling. We're just driving around the map here. Not worth it.
Great, loud enough to raise the dead.
Sleeper Cell PPK, it's pretty good 22. Come on, this is supposed to be green zone. Is it green zone supposed to be easy? So yeah, we just got Sleeper Cell PPK. That comes with an advanced suppressor. It's a pretty decent gun. And you can do this with any map. I do this map because I just kind of know the run a little bit. Let me see if we can find anything else. Sighted M4. Dev Grew Infiltrator. That's a pretty damn good gun. Sighted M4. That's okay, but I wouldn't waste inventory. I mean, if I want extra, we could just go ahead and grab Michaela's inventory. See, she doesn't really have much on her. So we'll go ahead and dump some of these guns on Michaela.
should be.
And just know every single thing that I'm putting on her right now is all going into... It's going to stay on her even when I delete the community. This is... How is this Green Zone? I thought Green Zone had, like, no zombies in it. I thought it was practically, like, peaceful. That's why I'm curious to do a playthrough on Green Zone, to see if it's really as easy as people say. Because I'm already seeing more zombies than I ever thought I would see. I even thought I heard a feral. I love the way this map looks. Shit looks so nice now. It's super easy.
I'm sorry, I can't keep up with you.
Well, let me see. Did we get anything good? Not really.
Not bad.
Yo, like every plague zombie's dropping a sample though. That's crazy.
Really need to speed up.
All right, so this is the last little spot over here.
Knock that creep off.
And there's 2 more rare weapon cases down here. Nothing great. And last but not least, come on, don't be stuck, baby. There it is. Wow. Didn't expect to get one of those. That's think my third. It's like my third or fourth one I've ever got. It's one of the rarest guns in the game. I just got the
That's pretty heavy.
Eternal Guard's Infinite Rage. As you guys can see. Oh, yes, boy. Let's go ahead and take this off. Throw this on there. So as you guys see, I just got the 150 round AK-47. Great gun. Great gun. It's the highest ammo capacity weapon in the game. So now that I have this gun and I leave the game and I delete it, he's now going to go back into my legacy pool and he's going to have that gun on him. So when I go to start a new game, I grab Harry, boom, I'm going to have this AK-47 with me. You know what I mean? And this is a really good gun. Like I said, I'm super surprised I've got that. I think this is maybe like my third one I've ever legitimately looted. I bought one. I did buy one before off of the Mysterious One, and Trader will sometimes have one for sale. I think I bought one before. I looted one, and then I think this is my second time looting one. But yeah, that's how you do it, guys. And then I literally go here and I can just exit game again, main menu, and then delete the community. They're going to go back into my legacy pool. And if I ever want to get my hands on that AK, I now know it's there. So again, I'll come over here, manage communities. We'll delete it. And when you come back to your legacy pool, see, Harry's right back there and everything that he had on him is there. So hopefully we'll see some changes to the legacy system coming in the future, which will allow us to capitalize on this strat even more. But yeah, we beat the game, guys. We beat the game. And I hope that this guide give you guys a little bit of insight on, you know, the game from start to finish, especially on Trumbull Valley. Like I said, if you take advantage of that landmark outpost, you get biochem crafting. Once you get those play carts out of the way, guys, and you get that biochem crafting and you're able to craft yourself some scent block and bloater gas, literally the game becomes easy mode at that point. So let me know what you guys think. Over 300 likes on the video. I really do appreciate that. If you guys haven't, smash that like button. Like I said, we're gonna have some more State of Decay content coming in the future. We're gonna double down on some of the games we have going currently before we start up something new. But like I said, I don't know exactly if I'm gonna be doing State of Decay 2 stuff. I was thinking about doing some breakdown. I was having a lot of fun playing that yesterday, so I think maybe I'll play some breakdown for the time being. Have a lot of fun with that. And once we get some more updates coming to State of Decay, we're going to be jumping right back into that. You know, I'll still be covering updates and stuff like that, but I wanted to make sure I got this guide out. It took me forever to do it in video format, so I figured, hey, let me knock this out. I could probably do it in a couple weeks if I do it in stream format, and sure enough, only took 9 episodes and we got the whole damn thing out. So if you guys did enjoy this, please smash that like button on your way out. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below, and I'll see you guys here in a little bit. We're going to be doing some Elden Ring and some Horizon Forbidden West. That's my goal for tonight. All right. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.